Are they beautiful? Beautiful. Yeah. I'll tell you, you know me, Dean. I love crowds. Love crowds. I mean, when I was a kid, my house was always crowded. Always people around. You know, I come from a big, old-fashioned, hard-working, stupid family. That's what
Rodney Dangerfield!
You can't trust doctors either. They're all mixed up.
You really think so, huh?
My proctologist used to be a photographer.
Yeah?
Hey, he took x-rays, told me to bend over and say cheese. I don't like it. You kidding? My wife is always something. The other night I woke up, she was saying sexy things. I looked up, she was on the phone. My wife, I got no sex life. The dog keeps watching me in the bedroom, wants to learn how to beg. I told her to watch my wife and learn how to roll over and play dead. I tell you, when my wife has sex with me, there's always a reason for it. One night she used me to time an egg. I mean, in my house, I can't relax. The other night, I told my kid, I said, someday you'll have children of your own. He said, so will you. I mean, that's the story of my life. No respect. I don't get no respect.
Rodney Dangerfield, what a man. Love
Tremendous.
Rodney Dangerfield.
Very funny.
God bless Rodney Dangerfield, you know? He is one of the first guys who took a chance on my talent, and he took me all over the place. But we played in Vegas together a lot, and Rodney would stand backstage with his bathrobe on. And, you know, he was kind of famous for, you know, having that bathroom robe a little bit cracked open, you know? Oh. It was like looking at a grandfather clock. It's kind of crazy.
Rodney opens the door wearing this silk robe with his hanging out, and a joint in one hand and a Miller Lite in the other, and he's like, hey, you must be Bob's mom.
And all of a sudden, I hear a distant voice in the background. Hey, it sounds like Lewis, huh? And it's Rodney, again, with the robe, probably naked, smoking a joint. And like a buffalo coming closer, it is Lewis, huh? What are you doing here, huh? The crew is going wild, and then when he sees the camera, and he's smoking a joint, he went, hey, wait, it was almost like a Costa Gravas thing.
Hey, my wife can't do nothing right. She can't cook, the worst cook in the world. Gave my kid alphabet soup. He spelled out help. What a lousy cook. I mean, how can toast have bones? I mean, if she can't cook at all, my backyard, the flies chipped in to fix the screen door.
I was a comic at 19. I became Jack Roy, and I was a comedian until I was 28, and I quit. At the time, I was a kid and doing what the kids do. I lacked maturity. I lacked an image, but I was always writing material, and I wrote an awful lot of things, and I was doing what I wrote then, you know. And I made a living. I got married, and I was looking for a normal life, you know. So my wife is a singer, so we both quit show business and got married and decided to lead a normal life. Well, the marriage didn't work out, and I sort of looked to do something that would be of interest to me, and one of my other loves is something, so I went back in show business.
Well, this afternoon, my superintendent, he told me to wipe my feet in my apartment before I go in the hall. Things are wrong in the apartment. He won't fix a thing in the apartment. He's always too busy. I'm too busy, you know? Last week I tried to trick him. I said, come on up, we're having a party. He said, should I bring something? I said, yeah, a wrench and your galoshes. I'll tell you, you're talking to people who don't believe anymore. Like Dr. David Rubin, he wrote a best-selling book, Everything You Always Wanted to Know About Sex. He left out the most important thing, where to get it. Give it a great crowd. Thank you very much.
Mr. Dangerfield, do you write your own comedy material?
I steal everything from everybody.
Got my kid a BB gun for Christmas. He got me a sweatshirt with a bullseye on the back.
I'm in bed with my wife, we're making love, and I know she has a far-off look in her eyes. And I say, darling, is there someone else? And she looks at me and she says, there must be.
My wife cut me down to twice a week. Hey, some guys she cut out altogether.
Go to the doctor, he tells me I'm fat. I said, hey, I want a second opinion. He says, all right, you're ugly, too.
I got in a cab and I told him, take me where the action is. He drove me to my house.
Hey, baby, her.
You went into Nunzio's. You went down 2 steps, physically and socially.
Some men are like feet, some men like legs. Some men like the face. Me, I figure I'm an ass man. Whenever I walk down the street, people go, you're an ass, man.
I hate all comedians. They're competitors.
Oh, I don't have no respect at all.
Ain't wrapped tight, no, no. Wrapped in Rodney. Get out of
I tell you, last week was a rough week for me last week. I saw my kid and the milkman going to a father and son dinner.
Oh, hi there.
Hi.
Well, what's your favorite subject?
Poetry.
Really? Well, maybe you can help me straighten out my Longfellow.
Hey, orange balls. I'll have a box of those. Give me a box of those naked lady tees, and give me 2 of those. Give me 6 of those. Oh, this is the worst looking hat I ever saw. Well, you buy a hat like this, I'll bet you get a free bowl of soup, huh? Oh, it looks good on you, though.
You know, I saved his life, and it's a true story.
I heard this story. Sailing?
Sailing. Yeah,
First of all, Rodney sailing is already a hilarious image.
So he had a gig in Cape Cod, and we get up there, there's 35-knot winds blowing on Buzzards Bay, right? It's like a hurricane, right? He goes, I'll tell you, man, let's take out a sailboat. I said, Rodney, what do you know about sailing? What does there know? It's a fucking wind. So, I look around, all the boats are in dry dock, people are in shelters, FEMA's handing out donuts. He wants to go sailing. So he goes, he gives $20 to the boat boy, Carmine. He goes, I tell you, Rodney, boss may not like it. You know, it's 35-knot winds out there. He said, it's all right, it's all right. I got to give you a sailing lesson. Around here is groaning, you know. This is the jib, and this is the mainsail, and this is the forecastle. Never mind that bullshit. Just give me the keys.
The keys.
You want the keys to the sailboat?
I want the keys.
Kid puts us in this catamaran, and no exaggeration, in 9 seconds, we're 1,000 yards from shore. You could have. The water is 62 Fahrenheit. There's a 2.5, 3-foot chop. And there's 2 Jews in a sailboat, don't know what they're doing. So he's in the front like a happy cocker spaniel on the freeway with the wind blowing. He's going, I'll tell you, this is too fucking much. And suddenly he goes, I'll tell you, man, I'm going to take a swim. I go, Rodney! He's a speck in a second, you know. I'm way out there already, and I don't know how to change the mainsail, the forecastle. I'm from the Bronxole, you know. We're not a sailing people. And, and so I just push the rudder to one side to get him and make a nice tight turn of 6 miles. It seemed like 2 years before I reach him. I know there's going to be a corpse, and a blue hand comes up on this catamaran 2 seconds from drowning. He'd given up. But even drowning, he sounded like Rodney Dangerfield drowning.
Your team is gonna get crushed.
I guess you're gonna play too, huh? Boy, I'll tell you one thing, she's not two-faced. If she was, she'd wear the other one, huh?
The ladybugs are losers, Chester, 'cause you're a loser.
What a lady. Boy, when she walks in the room, mice jump on chairs. At Christmas, they hang her and kiss the mistletoe. Oh, I tell you, if she went to a dog show, she'd win.
He would actually call me on the phone and leave jokes on the phone machine. But because he was such a creature of habit, he would actually pause for the laugh. He would try something, I don't know, something like, hey, Bob, what do you think of this one? I'll tell you, I've worked some tough rooms in my life. I worked Vinny's Boom Boom Room. Oh, that was a tough room. On the menu, they had a broken leg of lamb. Okay, what do you think? There's nobody like Rodney.
I joined Gamblers Anonymous. They gave me 2 to 1, I don't make it. Now, with gambling, I'm never lucky. Well, last week at a track, I shut off the opening gun and they killed my horse. I'll tell you my trouble. I got the wrong doctor. You know my doctor, Dr. Vinny Boombosh. Know my doctor? What a doctor. Well, I called him last week. I told him, Doc, I swallowed a bottle of sleeping pills. He told me to have a few drinks and get some rest. I mean, that's the story of my life. No respect. I don't got no respect at all. No respect at all.